Let's begin with a powerful opening that pulls people in and makes them want to hear the whole story. In this introduction, you will discover surprising facts about apple cider vinegar, what happens to your body when you drink it before bed, and important things most people never talk about. Tonight, we are going to explore one of the most talked about wellness habits around the world, and you are about to find out if it is truly helpful, possibly harmful, or just another thing people repeat without knowing the full truth. Tonight, you will learn what actually happens inside your body when a simple drink like apple cider vinegar becomes part of your nighttime routine. You will hear about real effects that go beyond the usual claims about weight loss and digestion, and you will understand why something as common as vinegar could affect your sleep, your energy, your digestion, and even your teeth in ways most people do not expect. You are also going to hear surprising reasons why some doctors warn against it for certain people while others still recommend it, and you will see how the time you drink it matters more than you think. In this video, you will discover what science says, what it does not say, and what experts are quietly observing that you almost never hear in mainstream wellness videos. You will learn how a spoonful of this liquid before bedtime can subtly influence your hormones, your blood sugar, your appetite, and even the way your stomach behaves in the middle of the night. You will also learn about effects no one talks about in simple health videos, like how it could impact the delicate balance of bacteria in your gut, how it might irritate tissues when you least expect it, and why diluting it properly is a detail that could make all the difference between benefit and discomfort. There are important warnings too, and if you stick with me until the end, you will understand who should absolutely avoid this before sleep and who might find small advantages from it without risk. There are stories from real people, insights from researchers, and conclusions you will not find on most health blogs or social media posts, and you deserve the full picture before you decide whether making this a regular part of your night is a good move or not. This is not just a list of quick tips. This is a deep look at what really happens inside your body, why the timing matters, and what subtle changes you might notice in your sleep quality, digestion, and daily energy levels. In just a few minutes, you will know how apple cider vinegar interacts with your metabolism, your digestive enzymes, and your nervous system while you sleep, and why those interactions matter for long-term health. You will also hear about common myths that many people treat as facts, and you will be surprised to learn how little evidence actually supports them and how strong the evidence is for reasons to be cautious. By the time we are done, you will clearly understand whether you should consider this habit, change the way you do it, or skip it altogether. This video will equip you with knowledge most casual viewers never get, and it will give you the confidence to make an informed choice instead of following empty wellness trends. You will walk away with clear guidance on the amount to use, the best way to take it, and the exact times you should avoid it if you want to protect your health. You will also understand how this drink could influence your hunger for late-night snacks, how it affects your body's handling of sugars and carbohydrates while you sleep, and the effects it may have on your gut bacteria, which plays a huge role in overall well-being. You will hear about both sides of the story, not just the popular claims, and you will be armed with facts that will make you think differently about a drink that most people either blindly praise or dismiss without real understanding. As we go through this together, you will gather information that empowers you to make the right decisions for your own health journey, and by the end, you will clearly know if drinking apple cider vinegar before bed is a smart choice for you, a neutral one, or one you should avoid for now. So stay with us through every part of this explanation, because the full picture matters, and the details you learn next could change the way. Welcome to our channel, where we explore health topics with clarity, honesty, and depth. If you want more content like this that breaks down popular health ideas into understandable facts, hit subscribe and join our community, because every week we dive into topics that impact your wellness in real, meaningful ways. Thank you for watching, and let's explore what really happens when apple cider vinegar meets your bedtime routine. Apple cider vinegar is a liquid made by fermenting apples, first into alcohol and then into vinegar, And what makes it special is a compound called acetic acid, which gives it its sharp taste and is believed to be responsible for most of its effects on the body. This process of fermentation has been known for centuries, and long before modern supplements existed, people used apple cider vinegar as a simple household remedy for digestion, food preservation, and general wellness. The acetic acid inside it is what separates apple cider vinegar from regular flavored drinks, because this acid can interact with digestion enzymes and even the way the body processes sugar. Along with acetic acid, apple cider vinegar also contains small amounts of other organic acids, enzymes, and traces of minerals, especially when it is raw and unfiltered. For many people, this simple combination is what gives apple cider vinegar its reputation as a natural health aid, even though its effects are often subtle rather than dramatic. Over time, it became popular in health circles because it is inexpensive, easy to find, and easy to add to daily routines, especially at night when people are looking for something simple to support their health without much effort. Many people choose to drink apple cider vinegar at night because they believe the timing makes it more effective. One common belief is that taking it before sleep helps control blood sugar levels during the night, especially for people who eat carbohydrate-rich dinners. The idea is that apple cider vinegar may slow how quickly the stomach empties food into the intestines, which can lead to a slower release of sugar into the bloodstream. This slower release may help prevent sharp rises in blood sugar that sometimes happen hours after eating. Another reason people drink it at night is to reduce late-night hunger. Some individuals say that after drinking a diluted glass of apple cider vinegar, they feel less desire to snack before bed, which they believe helps them stick to healthier eating habits. Others believe that apple cider vinegar supports digestion, especially after heavy or late meals, by helping the stomach process food more efficiently. These beliefs have been passed around in wellness communities for years, often shared as personal experiences rather than proven facts. While these ideas sound appealing, especially for people trying to manage weight or digestion, the scientific evidence behind them is still limited and not strong enough to guarantee results for everyone. When it comes to possible benefits of drinking apple cider vinegar before bed, blood sugar control is one of the most discussed topics. Some small studies suggest that acetic acid can affect how the body handles carbohydrates by slowing down the digestion of starches. When digestion slows, glucose enters the bloodstream more gradually, which may help reduce sudden blood sugar spikes. For people with insulin sensitivity issues or those watching their sugar levels, this effect sounds promising. However, the impact is usually mild and varies greatly from person to person. It is not a replacement for proper medical treatment or healthy eating, and its effect may be barely noticeable for many individuals. The body's response also depends on what was eaten during the day, overall metabolism, and individual health conditions. While some people may see small changes in morning blood sugar readings, others may notice no difference at all, which is why experts caution against relying too heavily on apple cider vinegar for blood sugar management. Another commonly mentioned effect is appetite regulation. Some people report feeling less hungry after drinking apple cider vinegar, especially late at night. This may be linked to the way acetic acid affects stomach emptying and satiety signals. When food stays in the stomach longer, the brain may receive signals that reduce the urge to eat more. For someone trying to avoid late-night snacking, this sensation can feel helpful. However, this effect is not universal. Some people feel no change in appetite, while others may experience discomfort or nausea instead of reduced hunger. The body's hunger signals are influenced by many factors, including hormones, sleep quality, stress levels, and overall diet. Apple cider vinegar alone cannot override these complex systems. What works for one person may not work for another, which is why personal experience varies so widely. Mild digestive support is another reason people turn to apple cider vinegar before bed. Some believe that its acidic nature helps stimulate digestive juices, making it easier for the stomach to break down food. For individuals who experience bloating or a heavy feeling after dinner, this can seem beneficial. There are reports of reduced bloating or discomfort when apple cider vinegar is taken in small diluted amounts. However, this is not always the case. For people with sensitive stomachs, acid reflux, or gastritis, adding more acid can actually worsen symptoms. The digestive system is highly individual, and while some may feel relief, others may feel irritation or burning. This mixed response is one reason why health professionals often stress caution and moderation when using acidic substances regularly. It is important to understand that while these possible benefits sound encouraging, they are not proven for everyone, and the research supporting them is still weak. Most studies on apple cider vinegar are small, short-term, and focused on specific groups of people. There is a lack of large-scale, long-term research that clearly shows consistent benefits from drinking apple cider vinegar before. Many claims are based on personal stories rather than solid scientific evidence. This does not mean the effects are imaginary, but it does mean they are not guaranteed. The body's response to apple cider vinegar depends on many variables, including genetics, diet, lifestyle, and existing health conditions. As a result, expectations should remain realistic. When looking closely at what research does not show, one of the biggest gaps is sleep quality. There is little evidence that drinking apple cider vinegar before bed improves sleep in a clear or consistent way. While some people believe it helps them sleep better, this may be due to other factors such as improved digestion or reduced late-night eating, rather than a direct effect on sleep itself. Scientific studies have not confirmed that apple cider vinegar has any specific sleep-enhancing properties. In some cases, drinking something acidic too close to bedtime may actually interfere with sleep by causing discomfort or reflux, especially when lying down. There is also no strong evidence that taking apple cider vinegar at night guarantees weight loss. Weight loss is influenced by overall calorie intake, physical activity, metabolism, and long-term habits. While apple cider vinegar may slightly reduce appetite for some people or help manage blood sugar, these effects alone are not enough to cause significant or lasting weight loss. The idea that simply drinking it before bed will melt away fat is not supported by science. Any changes seen are usually small and occur only when combined with broader lifestyle changes such as balanced eating and regular movement. Similarly, there is no proof that apple cider vinegar taken at night automatically leads to better health outcomes compared to taking it at other times of the day. Timing may matter for certain individuals, but it is not a magic window that unlocks special benefits. The body processes nutrients and compounds continuously, and while nighttime routines can influence habits, they do not change the fundamental way the body works. Understanding these limitations is important because it helps set realistic expectations and prevents disappointment or misuse. As apple cider vinegar continues to gain attention as a nighttime habit, it is essential to look beyond popular claims and focus on what is actually known. The appeal lies in its simplicity and long history, but simplicity does not always equal effectiveness. While some people may notice subtle benefits related to blood sugar, appetite, or digestion, others may experience no change or even negative effects. This wide range of responses highlights the importance of listening to the body and approaching such habits with caution rather than blind trust. The conversation around apple cider vinegar before bed is still evolving, and much remains unknown. What is clear is that it is not a guaranteed solution, and its role should be seen as minor rather than central in any health routine. Apple cider vinegar may sound harmless because it comes from apples, but once it enters the body, its acidic nature becomes very important, especially when taken at night. The main active component in apple cider vinegar is acetic acid, and this acid can irritate delicate tissues if it is not handled carefully. When swallowed, it passes through the throat and esophagus, areas that are not designed to handle strong acids on a regular basis. For some people, this can create a burning sensation, mild pain, or long-term irritation if used often. At night, this risk can increase because the body is preparing for rest. Lying down soon after drinking something acidic allows gravity to stop helping keep stomach contents down. As a result, acid can move upward more easily, leading to heartburn or a sour feeling in the chest or throat. This effect is especially noticeable in people who already struggle with acid reflux, but even those who rarely experience heartburn can feel discomfort if apple cider vinegar is taken too close to bedtime. The throat and esophagus are sensitive, and repeated exposure to acid may slowly weaken their protective lining, making future irritation more likely. Another concern that often goes unnoticed is the effect apple cider vinegar can have on teeth. Tooth enamel is strong, but it is not invincible. Acids can slowly wear it down over time, and vinegar is particularly harsh. When apple cider vinegar is consumed, especially without proper dilution, it can cling to the surface of the teeth. At night, this becomes more problematic because saliva production naturally decreases during sleep. Saliva plays a key role in washing away acids and protecting enamel. When less saliva is present, acid stays in contact with the teeth for longer periods. Over time, this can lead to enamel erosion, increased sensitivity, and a higher risk of cavities. People may not notice the damage right away, but months or years of repeated exposure can quietly weaken the teeth. This risk increases if apple cider vinegar is sipped slowly, taken straight, or followed by brushing immediately, which can further damage softened enamel. Digestive upset is another possible side effect that some people experience after drinking apple cider vinegar. While some believe it helps digestion, others find that it causes nausea, stomach pain, or cramping. The stomach lining is designed to handle acid, but adding extra acid can overwhelm it, especially in people with sensitive digestive systems. For some, this discomfort may show up as a mild, uneasy feeling, while for others it can become sharp pain or a burning sensation in the stomach. Taking apple cider vinegar at night may make this worse because digestion naturally slows down during sleep. Food stays in the stomach longer, and the presence of extra acid can increase irritation. Instead of relief, some people may wake up feeling nauseous or uncomfortable, not realizing that the nighttime vinegar habit is the cause. Medication interactions are another serious issue that is often overlooked. Apple cider vinegar can affect how certain medications work in the body. For people taking diabetes medications, the combination can sometimes lower blood sugar too much. Apple cider vinegar may slightly improve insulin sensitivity or slow carbohydrate digestion, and when combined with medication that already lowers blood sugar, this can push levels too low. Low blood sugar can cause dizziness, weakness, confusion, and in severe cases, more dangerous symptoms. Similarly, apple cider vinegar may interact with diuretics or certain heart medications by lowering potassium levels in the body. Potassium is essential for proper muscle and heart function, and low levels can lead to muscle cramps, irregular heartbeat, and fatigue. These interactions are not always obvious, which is why people sometimes continue the habit without realizing the source of new symptoms. Because of these risks, how apple cider vinegar is consumed matters greatly. One of the most important safety steps is dilution. Apple cider vinegar should always be mixed with water and never taken straight. Diluting it reduces the concentration of acid and makes it less harsh on the throat, stomach, and teeth. A commonly suggested amount is 1 to 2 tablespoons mixed into a full glass of water. This creates a balance where the vinegar is still present but less aggressive. Drinking it slowly rather than quickly can also reduce irritation. Timing is another critical factor. Consuming apple cider vinegar right before lying down increases the risk of reflux and throat irritation. Allowing at least 30 minutes and preferably 1 to 3 hours before sleep gives the body time to process the liquid and reduces the chance of acid moving upward during the night. Protecting the teeth is also part of safe use. Rinsing the mouth with plain water after drinking diluted apple cider vinegar can help wash away remaining acid. This simple step can reduce how long acid stays on the enamel. Waiting before brushing teeth is also helpful, as brushing immediately after exposure to acid can damage softened enamel. Small habits like these can make a big difference over time, especially for people who plan to use apple cider vinegar regularly. Certain groups of people need to be especially careful with apple cider vinegar, particularly at night. Individuals with acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease often find that acidic foods and drinks trigger symptoms. For them, apple cider vinegar can worsen burning sensations, chest discomfort, and nighttime reflux. People taking medications for blood sugar control or heart conditions also need to be cautious, as interactions can quietly cause imbalances that are not immediately linked to vinegar use. Anyone with a sensitive stomach, a history of ulcers, or frequent digestive discomfort may also react poorly to additional acid. In these cases, what seems like a harmless wellness habit can slowly create ongoing discomfort. Because reactions to apple cider vinegar vary so widely, listening to the body is essential. Some people may tolerate it well, while others experience discomfort even with small amounts. Subtle signs such as throat irritation, increased heartburn, tooth sensitivity, or stomach pain should not be ignored. These signals often appear gradually and can be mistaken for unrelated issues. Adjusting the amount, timing, or stopping altogether may be necessary for comfort and safety. When looking at apple cider vinegar before bed as a whole, it becomes clear that while some people report mild benefits, the scientific evidence supporting strong results is limited. The effects are usually small and inconsistent, and they do not appear in everyone. At the same time, the risks are real, especially when the vinegar is taken incorrectly, undiluted, or too close to sleep. Understanding both sides allows for more informed choices rather than blind trust in popular habits. Proper dilution, careful timing, awareness of personal health conditions, and attention to warning signs all play a role in reducing potential harm. This balance between possible benefit and possible risk is what makes apple cider vinegar a habit that requires thought rather than assumption. So when it comes to drinking apple cider vinegar before bedtime, the big question remains clear. Is it a miracle, or is it just another health myth repeated again and again? What we have seen is that apple cider vinegar is not magic, and it is not useless either. For some people, it may offer small benefits when used carefully and correctly. For others, it may cause discomfort, irritation, or no noticeable change at all. The difference comes down to the body, the timing, the amount, and personal health conditions. There is no one rule that works for everyone, and that is the most important takeaway. Real health choices are rarely extreme. They live in the middle, where awareness and balance matter most. Now, we want to hear from you. Have you tried apple cider vinegar before bed? Did you notice any changes in your sleep, digestion, or appetite, or did it cause problems instead? Share your experience in the comments, because your story may help someone else make a better decision. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like it so more people can learn the facts instead of myths. Subscribe to the channel for more clear and honest health explanations like this. and share this video with anyone who is thinking about trying apple cider vinegar at night. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.